Ahoy there, this is Bjorn, my extreme Onechunk Ironman. Normally, chunk accounts have to roll for a random chunk and accept their fate. And while I still have to roll my chunks randomly, I get to harness the power of the sailing skill by alternating rolling between land and sea chunks. Last episode I completed my starting chunks, which weren't too difficult at the time, but hidden inside are multiple 100-hour grinds all locked behind a single activity, salvaging. In my starting chunks, there were no way of building a salvaging hook, but that all changed when I rolled the Port Sarim deathchunk. This is because Port Sarim has a rune shop which unlocks sea combat. One of the sea monsters, the bullsharks, drops fishy salvage, which means that I can finally gather the 4 oak planks needed to build a salvaging hook. But with no reliable way of upgrading or healing my boat, I have to get very creative if I want to kill the thousands of bullsharks needed to overcome the first big obstacle of my deathchunk. Buongiorno, we are back at the Pandemonium docks with maroons, wizard hat and a wizard spike. And since we have to kill thousands of bullsharks anyway, we might as well get a bullshark task. There we go. I do have an idea of how we can kill them, and it requires my trusty old vessel, the Queenslayer. While I was fishing in episode 1, I spotted another chunk account being AFK right here in this little pool, and I thought there must be a reason why he's AFK there. This made me think that it might be possible to AFK the bullsharks, but it also seems like you can get out this way, so maybe it doesn't work. Let's test it out. Oh, I finally managed to tag a bullshark. Let's see if the safe spot actually works. It seems like it does. Oh, this saves me so much trouble with the bullsharks. I truly can't express how happy this makes me, but it does seem like it can get quite annoying to actually hit them from here since they are spawning outside of my attack range. So I think I need to see if I can optimize this somehow in the future. That's level 5 magic, which means that I will be getting some extra max hits from the water spells. Is that the new max hit already? Oh, it's not, it's just a 3. I can hit up to 4 now. That's the first bullshark down. Let's see if I can harvest from here. I can! That's so good! And let's see what we get. Mithril arrowheads. Not too useful right now, but will be nice when we need to do fletching later on. Besides the oak planks, the bullsharks actually drop quite a lot of items we need for chunk tasks at a pretty high rate, so it shouldn't take too long before we see all of them. That's level 9 magic, increasing our max hit by 50%, which means that we can now hit a 6. That's pretty nice. And let's see what we get from the second bullshark. More mithril arrow tips. Okay, I will see you when we get something more interesting. Yo, at the very next kill we got adamant plate legs. That's a chunk task. And that's 13 magic, which will give us the last 2 max hits on the strike spells, which means that we now hit an 8. And okay, straight into the max hit on the first hit. That's what we like to see.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason.
Bjorn. A raw shark, that's a chunk task to cook one, but we're very far away from being able to do that at 80 cooking. That's the adamant halberd, which is a chunk task to bear, but we don't have the strength level to equip it yet. Oh, the adamant mace, that's a huge upgrade. That's another chunk task, and the end of the steel scimitar arrow once I get 30 attack. That's the adamant crossbow, which is the best range weapon I can get in the chunk, and it's also a chunk task to wear one. But we are very far away from actually being able to wear it, since we need to build the salvaging hook to even unlock the range skill. That's the snakeskin chaps, which is another chunk task. And the last jaw we need to hand in the bounce task. Let's sail back to Pandemonium and do that. Alright, I'm actually not sure how much we'll actually get from handing these in, but let's see. Holy, that's a big XP drop and a lot of gold. I was not expecting that. Oh, that's so good. Damn, we will be getting tons of sailing levels from this grind. While we're back at the Pandemonium, I was originally going to make a little fun fact segment about how the parrot to the right is programmed to poop every few seconds. But Settle beat me to it in his latest episode. What I will say though is that the left one must be severely constipated. Oh yes, that's what we want to see, the water battle staff. This means that when I get 30 magic and 30 attack, I will no longer have to manually cast my spells. Oh, that's so good. And we'll also be able to cast water strike with no additional cost for more XP. Oh, this drop is really what I wanted to get early on to make the killing way more chill. That's 30 magic, which means that we only need 30 attack to wear the water battle staff. I think I'll just quickly go and get that so we don't have to autocast anymore. With this man right here, we're getting 21 strength, which means that we now have a max hit of 4 with the steel scimitar. I will be changing to train attack now until we get 30 to wear the battle staff. I decided I want to try to kill some pirates, and it didn't go very well. And fun little fact about the ladder right here is that you emerge on the same side as you climb from. So this means that if I climb from the west side, I will technically be leaving my chunk when climbing up. And how did I realize this, you ask? I just knew it. I definitely didn't leave my chunk if that's what you're thinking. I missed it, but that's 25 attack, just 5 more levels to go. Almost missed it again, but that's 30 attack, which means that we can now wear the battle staff and the Addy mace. I will just quickly go and buy some runes, and I will see you back at the Pandemonium. I bought about 3,300 casts and also decided to save a bit of GP. And before we go back out to the bullsharks, I just quickly wanted to equip the adamant helper to complete another chunk task. And of course, I'll also equip my water battle staff so we can start auto-casting the spells. Oh, this is so good. We just got the rune dagger, which is the last item outside of fishy salvage I need from the bullsharks. We will need 40 attack to wield it and complete the chunk task, but for now we just need to get a lot of fishy salvage. I also think this is a pretty good time to take a small status of how we're doing with the chunk task of the second chunk. We have currently completed 8 out of the 34 tasks that we have to do in the chunk. At this point I also started to theorycraft a bit about how I could increase my kills per hour, and I came up with an idea. Once I had killed the bullshark, I would sail out of the safe spot to take a new one and then sail back in again. Doing this increased my kills per hour from 20 to around 25 per hour, which means that on average, the new method will save us around 50 hours of killing bullsharks. But I'd also become just a tiny bit too complacent, and the new method wasn't without risk. Oh no, what's happening? No. Please don't say I lost my hardcore Ironman status. Oh, that's so stupid. Okay, it seems like we're fine. Oh, I was so tilted for a few seconds there. But I guess that means that depths at sea is safe. Oh, that's pretty good to know. Oh, I got scared for a second there. That's 100 bullsharks killed, and I've only gotten 1 fishy salvage, so we are a little bit dry. And I think I just want to save up a bunch of them before sorting them, so maybe around 25 or so. There's a lot going on in this clip, but we're just about to get 45 magic. We are also about to run out of runes, and we've gotten 4 pieces of salvage, and I think we've killed around 200 bullsharks. Some of them on PC and some of them on mobile. So we are pretty much on raid so far, and there we go, 45 magic. I will go and restock on the runes, and let's continue until we have 25 pieces of salvage. The current spoils from the bullsharks is around 83,000 GP, and just look at all these alkables just waiting for us to get some nature runes. We're absolutely printing money with these sharks. The master plan is coming together nicely. I'm on the right track, baby. I was Bjorn this way. The money got us 10,000 casts, and we even have money to spare. So let's get out there and see how many salvage we will get from this. 57 sailing. Almost missed it, but that's 50 magic, and we now have 6 pieces of salvage. I noticed something. Sometimes when I go to the board, I don't have any bullshark task available, which is quite annoying. It turns out that it is possible to reset the board, and you can do it in 2 different ways. The first way is to do 8 port tasks, which will then reset the board. And the second way to reset the board is to wait until midnight UTC. I don't really want to prolong the salvaging hook grind longer than I have to, and I'm not really that desperate for sailing XP at the moment, so I think I'll just be doing the tasks when they're there, and I will not be resetting the board manually. I'm starting to become an expert in missing levels, or almost missing levels I guess, but that's 55 magic, which means that I can now use high alchemy. I currently don't have any nature runes, but I can get them in my chunk from pirates, hobgoblins, ice warriors, and ice giants. Also, I currently have 4 salvage on me, and I got 8 in the bank, which means that we have 12 in total. So, I just got the rune javelins, which is 1 in 12,800 from the bullshark. That's interesting. Oh, the shark might be in my attack range. Let's just tag it real quick. Nope, never mind. I guess I will learn the attack range of my spells one day. Yo, I just got a mystery box, and we're about to get the stale baguette? Okay, a flyer. Who wants a stale piece of bread anyway? That's 57 magic, which is the level I need to do level 4 enchant and complete my chunk task. However, the only diamond jewelry I can get in my chunk is the diamond ring, and I can only get that from bird nest at a rate of 1 in 100. So unless I get very lucky from the woodcutting grind and get it there, I might have to kill 15,000 turns in the future to get it. I have decided to take a short break from bullsharks to do something I find very exciting, and that is to get a new best in slot item which is not even mentioned in my chunk tasks. And to get it, I will go do some defense level at Port Sarim. That's 15 defense. And that's 20 defense. I think it's time to go and give the pirates a rematch. Hey, that's best in slot cosplay. That looks so good on Bjorn. Hey, do you mind? I'm doing something here. And while killing the pirates, I also noticed something quite funny, and that is that, as you can see, I've killed 11 pirates, and this is actually my first drop from them. I have a small suspicion that the level 23 pirates actually don't drop anything, and you can only get drops from the level 26 ones, and I'm not quite sure because the wiki doesn't say anything about it, but it sure seems like it. Useless! Yo, that's the first body armor of the account. That's some pretty good defensive bonuses. and honestly, it fits super well with the Tyroselm. That's level 30 defense, and as you can see, I got some nature and lore runes in my inventory, but the real interesting ones are actually the lore runes. Oh, I actually forgot, but I can actually wear the adamant plate decks now. I completely forgot that because I'm so excited about the lore runes. And if you ever watched the first episode of Bluescape, you might know why. And that's because we can actually get the secret best in slot item now that I was referring to earlier. Let's just get over there. Okay, so if you're standing on the tile right here, you can actually hit the highwayman going around outside of my chunk. I believe it's actually only one of them that dropped the item we want, but let's try it. I actually think this is the wrong one. Okay, so it seems like I managed to get him over, and I can actually attack him from this spot right here, it seems. But it seems like he cannot reach me because he keeps saying his line, but does not attack me. That's quite funny how that works. What? No, oh my god, no! Ah, that's not what I want to do. God damn it. And I will not be telegraphing the KP drops because, yeah, I accidentally left my chunk, so let's kill another one. I managed to tag another one, and this time I will just be killing him with magic so I don't make the same mistake again. And this time I will be telegraphing the cape. Don't mind if I do. And let's equip the full fit. Nobody would mess with this guy. That's the secret best in slot item unlocked. And I actually think this cape has given me the confidence I needed to carry out my childhood dream of performing live stand-up comedy. I told my wife that I wanted to start a YouTube series. She told me that if I really want to blow up, I should upload it to BjornSarim instead. Oh no, please subscribe. That didn't go too well, so I've decided to give up on live stand-up comedy, and I'm back at the bullsharks with another 10k cast. And I wanted to do some more testing to optimize my kills and try to kill them from land instead. I'm not actually sure how this will work and if I can even loot them from here, but let's give it a small test. Yeah, so I killed another one, and I can't seem to loot it from land, so I don't think this is worth doing. So yeah, let's go back out on the Queen Slayer. And with this shark right here, we will be getting level 60 magic, which I don't really think does much for us, but it's still a nice level to get. And since restocking on runes, we've only gotten 2 fishes salvage, so that's a bit dry in the last 4,000 cast, but it's okay. I just got a lamp, and with it I will be getting level 4 Slayer. I'll just quickly be finishing up the rest of the runes. And that's 58 sailing. I've pretty much used up all of the runes, and let's see where we're at. I'll just quickly deposit everything, and seems like we have 500 HP. That's pretty insane when I'm looking back at how difficult it was to get 200k in the first episode. And we also have 20 salvage, so 5 more to go before we start sorting. But before we do that, I want to take another small break from bullsharks to get 50 cooking, and while we do it, let's watch some TV. Last episode, we saw that we could rescue wet dogs out at sea, and I asked the question, is it also possible to encounter wet cats? And out in the field, we have my twin brother, Bjorn, which have some exciting news for us. Yes, thanks for that, Bjorn. I am currently in the chunk just west of Varrock, because I've heard there lives a woman here named Gertrude, which might have exactly what we're looking for. Hello, Gertrude. Do you know where we can find some wet? Yeah. That's all I needed to know. Back to you, Bjorn. Okay, it seems like we lost connection to Bjorn, but if we ever get to the chunk west of Varrock, we'll have to investigate it ourselves. And there we go, 50 cooking. Time to get those last few salvages. I just got a dunce event, which means that we will be getting level 5 Slayer. We can now kill crawling hands, and there's just about a 0% chance I will be doing that anytime soon. I was actually just about to close down for the day, and I'm in a bit of a hurry, but I just got another clam, and since we have gotten some more valuable items, we should also be able to get some more pearls. I'm not sure how expensive the item I have to use need to be, but for now I'll just use the rune dagger since I don't have time to look it up. We have officially gotten 25 salvage, and you might be noticing that I'm at the Port Sarim docks, and that is because interacting with the salvaging station here is actually a chunk task. So I might as well get that done too. And what we're really hoping to see is at least 1 O-plank from this sorting session. Anything more than that and we will be extremely happy. Fewer than 1? I'm gonna cry and eat some ice cream. But without further ado, let's clean the salvage. That's the chunk task completed, and okay, that's an O-plank, the very first salvage. That's what we want to see. That's very promising. Hopefully we can get some more. Okay, only 1 O-plank. I can't really be mad at that. That's pretty much on rate. I would have loved to see a few more though. Back to the bullsharks. I met the chunker who was AFK in the pool earlier again, and I asked him if he had found a more efficient way of killing the bullsharks. And it turns out he did find a better method. And because of that, it's time for fun bullshark facts. Nom nom nom. Did you know that bullsharks No, not the real ones. The RuneScape ones are not actually aggressive to any people on boats, and that's not really a fun fact, but it is true. The fun fact is that for some reason unknown to me, they are very aggressive to people on land.
You can't call yourself an extreme Onechunk account when you backlog the sailing cape.
And what that means is that if I park an alt account right here, then the sharks will flock towards it, making it much easier to attack them from the safe spot. Which means that I can just... This is honestly such a game changer. I almost missed it, but that's 59 sailing, which means that I can now make an element salvaging hook. And let's be honest, that won't be happening anytime soon. And if you read the chat, you can also spot that the reason why I'm on land is because I capsized. Oopsie. I just went and did another restock of casts, and I have decided to change my casting to defensive casting. This is mainly because I don't really need the magic levels for now, and the defense levels will actually help me a lot when going for the curved bone and save me a lot of time down the line. So I just logged on, and I'm standing in Mr. Bancrab, and the reason for that is that we got 17 salvage. This means that we're only 8 away from doing a second sorting and being pretty much halfway done. However, the real reason for this clip is that Jagex just released a blog post detailing their plans for sailing and teasing an update 1 month from now, where they will be buffing port task and bounty task. But the interesting part here is that the port task will start giving loot bags, which will contain thematic loot, depending on which dock you're at. The loot has not been clarified yet, but this update could in theory have saved me hundreds of hours of killing bullsharks if they contain either bronze bars and planks or oak planks. Sadly though, I will probably be done with this grind by then, but instead of being mad about it, I will instead be positive and look forward to seeing what is introduced in these looting bags, as it might very well change everything for the account in the future. I just got another lamp, and this one will be getting me level 6 layer. I just got 40 defense, which is technically all I need for this chunk, but as I explained, the higher magic levels won't really do much for me, so I will be keeping it on defensive casting, since defense levels will help me a lot later on. Level 70 magic. I just went to the bank because I thought it was time to restock my runes once again, and I just realized that we just broke 1 million GP. That's pretty cool. Level 7 Slayer. With this last bounty task, I will be getting level 60 sailing, which doesn't really do anything for me currently, but it is very cool to see the sailing level go up. Level 8 Slayer. I can't count, and I overshot it by a bit, but that's 26 salvage, which means that we can sort again. Let's run over to the salvaging station. It's time for Guess the Oak Planks. The game show where I guess how many oak planks I will get from the sorting and what my reaction will be. Will I get 0 oak planks and have a mental breakdown? 1 oak plank and be happy, but also a bit disappointed? 2 oak planks and be very happy? Or 3 oak planks which will finish the grind and make me have an ecstatic outburst? Place your bets now down in the comments. What will it be? Okay, we're already at the salvaging station with 26 pieces of salvage, and as last time, you know the game. On average we should be getting 1 oak plank, but I really just hope I don't get 0. It takes me like 50 hours to get 1 inventory of salvage, so it's quite the grind. Okay, come on, just 1 plank. Just 1. So far, this is some of the saddest loot I've seen in a while. Excuse me for just 1 second. On top of that little unfortunate sorting session, I thought we could do something funny. And I've come to the shipyard with 2 normal planks, swamp tar, and some bronze nails. And the reason for this is I don't actually know if it's possible to get construction XP from sailing related activities without owning a house. This is because some of the other construction-based methods around RuneScape has been made in such a way that they grant 0 construction XP if you do not own a house. An example of this is repairing braziers at Winter's Hut. Nice! It seems like we can get construction XP. I'm really looking forward to train my construction level once I get the salvaging hook. The sailing block is here, and there's a little question which is, should we add a very rare chance of receiving the broken dragon hook from loot sacks? Please note this would be similar in rarity to the Dragon Axe from Winter's Hut and the Dragon Harpoon from Temperos. And of course we encourage the challenge and vote yes to this. That's 50 defense. We're back with another 9 salvage, which will take us to 60 in total, and I'm currently on the Port Sarim docks because I'm superstitious like that. Let's sort it and get some oak planks. Okay, that's kinda awkward. This is actually the wrong table. Let me just find the right one. There we go. Let's do this. Do you mind not moving, Bjorn? You're ruining my shot. Okay, please give me some oak planks. This sorting somehow seems even worse than last one. Come on. And we got 0 oak planks. It's time for something else than killing bull sharks, that's for sure. Good morning and welcome to Tavern Talk. the segment where I take a few of your helpful tips and suggestions and address them. But first, I just want to take a quick second to say thank you so much for all the support I got in the first episode. Without you, making this segment would not even be possible. The first comment comes from Cursed Spirit, who also has a pandemonium-based Onechunk series on YouTube. He wrote to me to let me know that I was kinda sleeping on the food shop in Port Sarim in the first episode. First thing I want to check out is the food store right over here to see what it sells. Okay, it seems like some pretty standard stuff, nothing too special. Well, it actually turns out that this shop unlocks my new best in slot food item, which is pineapple pizzas. Pineapple pizzas heals 11 per bite, or 22 in total, but there's just one problem. They require 65 cooking to make, and I'm currently 51, so let's get cooking. That's 60 cooking. For some reason my recording got corrupted, but I just got 65 cooking, and this means that we can now make the pineapple pizzas. First up, we just need to make a quick stop at the charter shop and buy a few pineapples. I'll see you at Port Sarim. While sailing here, I realized that I also needed buckets from the charter shop, so I bought a few of those. But from the food shop we need to buy flour, tomatoes and cheese. Now all I have to do is go fill up the buckets with water and go to the stove to make the pizzas. Alright, we're here, and I believe the way to make them is first to mix the water with the flour to make the pizza dough. Then I need to apply the tomatoes. Then I add the cheese. And I'm actually unsure if I have to add the pineapples before or after cooking it. Okay, it seems like I have to cook it first. Damn, that's actually a decent chunk of XP. And now we just need to add the pineapples. Whoa, even more XP. There we go, best in slot food item in our chunks acquired. I won't be making a bunch of them right now, since I don't really need them for my current goal, but if I want to stock up in the future, I should probably get 68 cooking first, because that is the level where I stop burning pizzas. The second comment comes from F5 Blue Wings, who suggested I should roll 2 sea chunks instead of 1 for each land chunk. This is because the ocean is so large and has a lot of nothing chunks, and I actually think it's a pretty cool idea. I already have a poll running on my page about if I should change my rules to roll more sea chunks per land chunk, and if I should catch up on the ones I have not done yet. Leave a comment down below, or go vote on the poll after watching the video to let me know what you think. Finally, I just quickly want to shout out this guy, BjornSarim. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. At some point while killing the bullsharks, he ran up to me and started hitting my sharks, and at first I thought, what are you doing, mate? But he actually turned out to be a really nice guy, and he even kept me company, helped me luring the sharks, and even gave me a bond. So if you're watching this, BjornSarim, thanks beast. That's it for this episode's Tavern Talk. If you want a chance to be featured in the next episode, leave your tip or suggestion in the comments below. Back to the bullsharks. Something insane just happened. I just managed to get 4 fishy salvage in one single inventory. That's never happened before. Surely this means that our luck has changed, right? Right? It is not the reason why I'm recording, but I just got 61 sailing, as you can see in the chat box. And the real reason why I'm recording is because this lamp right here will be giving me level 9 Slayer. Finally, another claim. This will be the third unique pearl and another collection log slot. I believe the next item I should be using is the adamant crossbow. Okay, now I'm actually starting to question myself a bit. I'll just quickly look it up. Okay, yeah, I was right. It is the adamant crossbow, and this one should give us another pearl next time we see the claim. Hey there, and welcome to Should I Open It or Should I Keep It Sealed? Today we have 26 packs of fishy salvage, and like always, we're going for the chase card, the oak plank. We have currently gotten 1 oak plank from 60 salvage, and we're looking to get 3 more. Let's just go for it. Oh, damn, a normal plank. That's so sad because they're actually more rare than the oak ones. Oh, it's actually an oak plank. What? Oh, that's so good. Oh, that means that we're 2 out of 4 now. Come on, just give me 1 more. Oh my god, another one. Oh, that means we only need 1 more to be done. Oh, can we get this opening? Okay, we didn't get any more, but we are so back, baby. Only 1 more oak plank to go, and then we can finally build the salvaging hook. Oh, I'm so hyped. And to continue the streak of good luck, I just got the lamp, which will be getting me level 10 Slayer. Oh my god. As always, I was not recording looting lost crates, but I just got the adamant scimitar. Oh, that's so huge. This is my new best in slot weapon. And it seems like my head is kind of clipping through the wizard hat. That's kind of funny. But damn, I'm happy about this. Level 4 farming. 6-7 hit points.
Stop it. Get some help.
Level 60 defense. I was just about to park at the bullsharks and I just spotted this claim just outside of my chunks. I need to see if I can actually get to it. Yes, I can. Oh, this is a no collection log slot. The shiny pearl. And to get the last pearl I can get in my chunks, I need to use the water battle staff, which I have equipped right now. That's quite convenient. But that also means I need to get a new one from the bank, so be right back. For some reason I felt extra lucky today and I decided to get 6 salvage, so today is the day I can feel it. Let's get the oak plank.
A few moments later.
Guess today was not my lucky day. Hey, it turns out today was my lucky day, because this sorting actually showed me just how much of a comedian Chunk Evil actually is.
Nice.
A new update just released today, which means that you can now stack bounty items up to 5 times more than before, and hopefully that also means we get 5 times more XP. Wow, not more? That's super disappointing. I was so sure I would get like 6 or 8k XP. Jagex, please. 70 hit points. Level 80 magic. I just sorted 6 more salvage, which also didn't give me the oak plank, and this brings me up to 150 in total. Please Jagex, just give me the last oak plank. While killing the bullsharks, I sometimes went over my tasks to see if I could optimize anything, and I just realized that I made a mistake in my tasks. The only way to obtain the moldy block is from fishy salvage, and the only way to get those in my chunk is from bullsharks. The moldy block is obtained at a rate of 1 in 3000, and this means I would have to kill 150,000 bullsharks to get it. This is absolutely a mean grind and therefore will be backlogged. I'm so sorry I didn't realize this earlier. Back to the bullsharks. Oh damn, Jagex was just luring bullsharks for me and he decided to open a clue casket and he just got a 3rd age full helmet. That's insane! Maybe that's where my oak plank lock went. After this little event, Jagex decided to come over with me to the sorting station and performed a little demonic ritual to ensure I would get the oak plank. Oh, we just got the Sailor's Amulet. That's pretty cool, and it's also a chunk task. Oh my god, we got the last oak plank. I finally got it. We're done. We're actually done. It actually worked. The ritual worked. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Now all we need to do is get the iron bar from the pirates and I can finally build the salvaging hook. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I'm done. 159 salvage in total. Oh my god. Guess we're off to the pirates then. That's the iron bar. Let's go build the salvaging hook. Hey there, Editor Bjorn here. For some reason I was 100% sure you only needed 4 iron bars to create the salvaging hook, but it's actually 6. So after a short little round trip to the pandemonium, where I realized that I could in fact not build the salvaging hook, I went back to the pirates again. That's the 5th iron bar, 1 more to go. I completely missed it by like multiple minutes, but that's 40 attack, which means that I can now wear rune weapons. And that's the last iron bar, a little bit dry, but not too much. But this means that we can now officially make the salvaging hook. I'll meet you back at the pandemonium. Before anything else, I just quickly want to equip my rune dagger, which is another chunk task completed. And this is the final loot I got from the bullsharks, excluding some of the rare drop table ones. Pretty wild to see, honest, and some of these items will really come in handy later on, especially the death runes, the steel cannonballs, the raw sharks, and mithril arrow tips. And let's do a price check to see how much it's actually worth. Whoa, 21.4 million. That's pretty wild. I did not expect that much. Okay, I can't drag it out any longer. Let's go make that salvaging hook. I'm on my sloop, first tide, and I have everything I need to build the iron salvaging hook. Let's just do it. We actually got it! Bonjour, Mr. Salvaging Hook. I've actually waited months to make that pun. But we finally got it. This changes everything for the account. We just unlocked woodcutting, fletching, fire making, construction, smithing, and ranged. Let's go take this baby for a spin. We are salvaging! I can't believe it! I'm actually salvaging! It has taken months to get here. This is so amazing! I can't get my hands down. Look at Bjorn. Just look at him. Oh, I'm so freaking happy. In my rush of ecstasy, I completely forgot to report it, but if you remember in episode 1, I said that completing my first chunk to about 4 days of playtime, and we are currently at 20 days of playtime. This means that making the iron salvaging hook has taken us 380 hours. I do not recommend anyone doing that, but I'm so happy it's over and I can finally start on the chunk tasks. I did some salvaging, and after doing 1 round trip of salvage, I got super spooned on oak planks, getting 4 in 68 salvage, and they're actually even more rare from small salvage than they are from fishy salvage. I mean, come on Jagex. But the reason I'm back at the shipyard is actually because I have enough oak planks and iron bars to make a second salvaging hook. Let's build it! Look at them, dual salvaging hooks. Let's take a quick detour to Port Sarim. Hey Jobless Jim, do you want to join my crew on a hunt for great treasures? I promise I'm totally not wanted for killing the Queen of Varrock. He joined our crew! Let's get back out to the shipwrecks! Look at Bjorn and Jim go. We're dual salvaging. We now have everything we need to get started on the next big grinds of the chunk. I'm actually so hyped to get this started. But that will have to wait for the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again next time.